Hello. Hi. Okay. So I'm starting another journal, and I always use cereal boxes. I have a thing about the spines. If you get a nice spine, boy, you know what I mean? So I'm always on the hunt for really good cereal boxes. So anyway, I'm doing this chicken journal for my friend. And you know how my journals get so huge? Somebody said to me, "Why don't you just do a series?" And I thought, brilliant. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a series now. You don't just get one. Now you get a series. You know what I mean? So it seems like I got a lot to say about every subject. You know what I mean? So instead of making these mammoth journals, I will just make two or whatever. So anyway, I'm making two. So this one. So I got the cereal box and you cut off all the pieces. Okay. Then you take your whatever size you want. I'm just, being normal and taking a piece of paper and cutting it in half. So now you know what your size is. So, you just measure it out and cut it off. That's all I'm doing. And then you want to make it bigger though, so you have extra room. And I just use pencil. And so I'll just make it, I don't know. Let's see. What's a good size? My last one was 9 by something. So let's see. Let's see what I was doing. Yeah, because this is your sheet's about 8.5. So 9's good. We can do 9. So just mark it 9, This is just how I do it. I don't know. This is just how I do it. But these cereal boxes really make good books. Any kind of box makes a good book. So I've gotten lots of boxes saved up that have, really good spines. You don't always just have to look for book covers because, these do good too. Although I have books too sitting around. But I've been saving all these books because, they had these nice spines. And so, I have all these books laying all around with these thick spines. But now when I look at them, it's like, psh, that's too little. Move over. You know what I mean? I want these honkers now. So it's like, now I don't even know. I mean, it's always nice to have a nice, an actual book cover. So I get it. But now it's like, shoot, I don't even know how to make a journal that little anymore. I'd have to really try really hard, just to make it normal. And that's what I'm going to do with this. I didn't put anything in it. This is purely a journal to keep track of eggs. My friend has chickens and she's really crazy about it. So this is just going to be purely a workhorse. She's going to take it out the chicken coop, count eggs and breeds and I don't know, whatever she does. You know what I mean, with the chickens. So I have these really cool, if I can find them, signatures somewhere. But anyway, I don't have to show you. That's not what this is about anyway. So here it is. Here's your cereal box. Here's some cheap copy paper. Get your glue stick out, cover it up. That's all we're doing. Don't have to be all dramatic about it. Wonder what to do and go through all these videos and, get all stressed out about it. Ask a million questions. You know what I mean? We got all upset about it, thinking it's so hard. But you know what? I found out you just got to go do it. Just shut up and do it, That's pretty much what you got to do. I think I'm going to put it this way. I'm doing this because I'm going to use this fabric. And it's a vintage apron, and I think it might show through. So I just want to cover up all this pink and all these words. So if you're using something that's thinner than a cereal box, you can always use cardstock to cover up all this stuff too, to make it even thicker. I mean, if you want, But I'm just using cheap copy paper because I'm going to cover it again already, with fabric. So So I have this vintage apron I'm going to use. It's really cute. So we're going to cover this with fabric, and then we're going to sew all the way around the edge because that's just how I like to do it. And you know, now when I was new, oh, this was terrible. You know, this was just a terrible thing. You know, I had to have many messages and conversations, many posts and worries. You know what I mean? Many instructions had to go on. You know, I was very upset about all of it. You know what I mean? And it took me forever. Oh, God. The first couple of times I had to do it, it was terrible. You know, you don't know what to do and no one helps you. I was in such a mess. That's why I do these videos, because I know how it is. I had only a few people actually give you some help, you know, because people are busy and I'm busy too, you know, but when somebody actually messages me and you can tell, you know, if someone's actually working on something and in a panic and needs advice, you know what I mean? Then I'll stop and give it to them. There's somebody just gabbing, yep, whatever. Sometimes I don't answer because I don't have time, but I do read it and I listen and everything. I do answer mostly, but sometimes I don't, you know, because everybody likes to talk. Can't possibly stop and talk to everybody, but I try. So anyway, so now, listen, I have done this so many times where I forgot. This is what I usually do. I forget to cut this down to size, and then I get it all ready and all done, and then I get my signatures, and my book's still too big. I've done it like 3 times now, and I've been doing this for I don't know how long, 7 months now. So I'm cutting it right now, because if I don't, I will forget, because I've done it and sewed it, and then I had to cut it. And you know how you like the fray on the end, like that flour sack journal I just did? I had to cut all that off. Oh, I'm so upset. So anyways, make sure, you know, you cut this. And I'm not even that exact. I just want to look here. I got 2 inches. So, you know, you don't have to be that exact, because, you know, you're going to have lace hanging out and yada yadas, you know. So it's okay, but you want it, you know, a little bit bigger. So I'm just doing, you know, I don't even know, what am I doing? Let's see, what did I do? I got 2 inches, so I did 1 3/4 inches. That's what I did. Because, you know, it's okay as long as it's all the same and it's not all crazy. But I'll check one more time just in case. Because sometimes I get to thinking, oh, I got this. Psh, it's easy. And then all of a sudden I realize I did the stupidest thing, you know, and I thought I knew it was too easy. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think I have it. No problem. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? So I'm going to mark it. And then I'm going to look at this one more time before I cut it. I guess that's okay. See, I'm only leaving a little bit of room. There's not much room. It's like 1/4 inch. I don't know. So if I cut on the other side of the little lines, I made little lines, you know, right here. I guess I'll be all right. I guess that'd be all right. So I'll just cut on the other side of the line a little bit to give myself a little more wiggle room. You know, I gotta have some wiggle room, you know. I need room. You know what I'm saying? I need so much room. I need a lot of wiggle room, apparently, because I gotta make 2 books now instead of 1. Shoot. Oh well. I gotta learn to shut up a little bit more, I think. You know what I mean? I got too much to say about one subject. Okay, look. Ta-da! Close enough for me. Let me look just to make sure. Just to make sure. Okay, so we got about 5 3/4. It's a smudge over. And this one is a smudge under. Let me measure that again. Yep, and this one's a smudge over, so I gotta cut this one a little bit. A smudge. whatever that is. How much is a smudge? I don't know. But whatever your smudge is, mine's, I guess a quarter or less is a smudge. Okay, now I'm going to pick fabric because I want fabric. Okay, now I want fabric. And I'm going to use this apron that I love. But, you know, don't you remember your grandma or your mom, just depending on, you know, what, but going out and getting chickens and coming back in the house and having her apron pockets full of eggs? I used to do that when I had my chickens. But this apron doesn't have pockets. I just realized. Oh, bummer. But I don't know. I like it. It's blue and country and has white embroidery, and I don't know. It's really cute. So I'm going to use it anyway. Too bad. I thought it had pockets, but it didn't. But that's okay. I can make one or just leave it and, you know, cover it up with a bunch of junk anyways. And then I like to use to bind, you know, the apron strings. So that's why I like to use aprons, because they're really good book covers. And it has the closure built right in. Woohoo! Couldn't be any easier, right? So, you know, you just put it on and figure it out. That's all. That's all. I go through all kinds of crap. I don't know. The veterans watch me and probably yell and scream because I do it wrong. Or I do it in some complicated way. And then the newbies watch me and say, oh my God, she does such a good job, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like stuck in the middle, you know what I mean? Stuck in the middle somewhere. Stuck in the middle with you. That's where I'm at, you know? So that's okay. I can go in the middle. I'll go in the middle. Okay. So this is, we already did that, 9. So that's what I'll do on here. And I'm going to go a little bigger because, you know, I'm scared in case I screw it up. I hate this. You know, sometimes you screw up, you don't mean to. And then, you know, then you got to deal with all this crap. I don't ever cut any fabric. If you can rip it, rip it. Otherwise, you know, what's the big deal? So now, ooh, this is cute little mini. Look how cute that is. Looks like a little skirt. I don't know. See, I could layer it up, couldn't I? We'll have to play with this. And then, you know, I can use these for the tie. So this is going to be super duper cute. Okay. I'm trying to hurry because everybody hates long videos. But, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes. So, you know, give me a break. So sometimes if I don't put white on this side, it makes the color different, but I think this is opaque enough to where it isn't going to matter. And you always want your seams to be in the middle of your book because that's all going to be covered up anyways. Okay, so when you do the fabric, get it close enough, just the little trim edge so that you can sew. If you have a sewing machine, if you don't, well then, I don't know, but I like to sew mine on, so you can glue it on too, but I'm going to glue it first. But I don't glue it to actually glue it. I just glue it to hold it there so I can sew it and it doesn't like run all over everywhere, you know. So I'm going to do it like this and just make sure that the seam is in the center of the spine, just like I said. See, I'm going to have extra here at the top, but up here, see. But that's okay because, you know, I'm scared. Because I'm still scared. That's okay though. Hey, it's very stressful. I don't know about you, but people always say how relaxing this is, but you know, I ain't relaxed. You know what I mean? I'm freaking, I can't get this. You know what I mean? I'm freaking out. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Okay. So this looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to rip some of this off now because it's too much, but you know, you got to watch out that you don't get too close because then you won't have enough to I like to sew around and have some stuff on the edges, but I always mess up and I end up having to cut, and so I miss all the frays. And if I don't screw this up, this will be the first time ever, you know what I mean, in history that I didn't screw this up. It would be a miracle. But I thought I can do it now. I think I can do a tutorial on doing covers. Finally. You know what I mean? After 8 months. So listen, if you're new, like, don't even try to even just relax. That's all I'm saying. Just try to relax. You know what I mean? There's plenty of videos, you know, on the subject. You know what I mean? The problem is you get lost in watching all the videos. You know what I mean? A person can really get lost there for quite some time. You know what I mean? And end up not doing anything. And so the best way to learn it is to do it. You know, you have to do to learn. Otherwise, you know, all the explaining in the world, quite obviously, as you can see watching the videos. From everybody, you know. Everybody likes to explain everything, you know. Not me. That's not how I do it. You know what I mean? You just gotta do it. You know, otherwise, what's the point? All this talking ain't getting you nowhere. So, you know, get your cereal box out, cover it up, shut up and work, you know. Too much talking going on. Get your glue stick out and a piece of paper and a cereal box. Like, it ain't hard, I swear. Just do it. Otherwise, you're never going to know. And you can listen to everybody's theories on how to do it and what to do, you know, and how they do it, you know. It's so funny. But, you know, it's fun. And we gain knowledge from each other, and we definitely all have something to offer. But here's what my advice is. Shut up and work. You know what I mean? Just do it. And then you'll figure out, well, I can't do it that way, you know, and then you'll adapt and overcome, you know. I know in the beginning it's tough to not run to the computer and say, somebody help me. But, you know, refrain. You know what I mean? Refrain yourself and just try. Figure it out. You know, my first couple of books, oh my God, you know, it's a mess. It's always a mess. Thankfully, my first couple of books I gave to my kids and my mom so I could practice, you know. But now I'm on round 2. So now the bar has been raised, you know. So the next round, you know, they'll be better this time. So it'll be kind of fun for them to, like, get new journals and see how my work has progressed and, you know, all that kind of crap. It's kind of fun, you know, because the first one I did was for Sierra, and she, oh, somebody's in my shop, thanks. She was for my daughter, and she, I did it under the sea, you know, if you go through my video tutorials. Anyway, it was so heavy, I could barely... I could barely hold it to do the tutorial. It was so funny. I was like, oh my God. Because, you know, I automatically thought, you know, when I first started doing junk journals, I thought hot glue. Okay, so I'm trying to hot glue everything. And you got the strings and you got all the shit. Oh God, it was terrible. And it's so heavy. Hot glue is so heavy. I didn't realize, you know, and then it doesn't hold good, like buttons and like the things that I thought it would. It didn't even do what I thought it was going to do. So, you know, I was having all these troubles and everything, and it's just like, oh my God. And then you go on to ask people, and you really want to know, and they go off onto some other crap that you don't care about. You know, I get it. You just want your question answered. I totally get it. Okay. Thank you. Hello. So I have my shop link up there, and I have a lot of good stuff in there for beginners, and you know, all my stuff's like $2.50. I try to keep everything at like $2.50. So you can go in there and actually get some stuff, you know, if you're like freaking out and desperate and, you know, want to get some stuff right away. And you know what I mean? Like you can't get out or don't have the, see, now I can't rip it like I want. Hope I'm not screwing up. I'm trying to rip it, double rip. And then I'm going to sew around. Let's see, I got white thread on right now. Perfect. White thread would be okay, right? Because I got the embroidery here. This will be okay. If I can quit ripping here. I almost got it to the end. Nice. Okay, this is going to be cute. And now these, all these strings that I just ripped off, I can use these for tags for, you know, the fluff at the top. Okay, this whole apron is going to be used. You can use every single piece. Okay, so now I'm going to zigzag stitch all the way around, and then we'll be done. I don't think you really need to watch me. I mean, you can't even watch me because it's over here, but, you know, so you get it? Pretty easy, right? And then I'll be doing sewing in the signatures next. So we'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye.